Welcome to the University of Cape Town's Faculty of Science. About 2,600 students are enrolled in the science programs right here at UCT, and over 1/3 of them are doing the most important postgraduate research across the 12 different academic departments. Those academic departments might be found in the buildings along University Avenue, which is right in front of me. Over to my left is the Molecular and Cell Biology building. This is where staff and postgraduate student researchers look into the DNA level of living things. Their research can range from biochemistry to microbiology, plant and marine biotechnology, and so much more. Along this tour, I will be showing you the different buildings you might find yourself in if you decide to study at the Faculty of Science here at UCT. Take a look around. Behind me is Chris Hani. Named after its struggle stalwart, this is home to staff and students of the Faculty of Science. Its renovated complex is the site of Hani's last public address before he was assassinated in April 1993. Let's go inside. This is the faculty office. This is where you come to if you need help with academic administration, registration, course changes, and more. This is on level 6 in Chris Hani. Because UCT's upper campus is built on the slopes of Table Mountain, you'll find that many of the different buildings have different levels, and the ground level might be at 2, 3, or even 4 different floors. Of course, UCT is very accommodating to staff and students with mobility disabilities. Therefore, we have ramps, elevators, as well as volunteer assistants to help staff and students navigate the campus with ease. Now we'll go 1 floor below to the Science Learning Center. Now we're in the Science Learning Center. UCT has a lot of spaces for you to study, meet new people, and feel at home, like this contemporary learning environment. I love being at this place because it has everything you need and all the people are so nice. Take a look around. An important way to unleash human potential is to inspire and promote African scientific research into our world, as well as humanity's place in it. I mean, that's what science is all about. We have international connections to researchers across the world, and the faculty is a major contributor to the globally relevant, cutting-edge research while educating stellar African scientists of the future. Here on level 3, we combine a contemporary study space with inspirations from historical and contemporary leaders in the field of knowledge and education. Let's go outside. Across the Chris Hani building is the R.W. James building. R.W. James was an X-ray crystallographer of worldwide reputation, as well as a professor of physics right here at UCT. The R.W. James building behind me houses the Department of Oceanography, Physics, and Astronomy. Basically, the study of the 7 seas, the different galaxies, and the energy and the matter that holds us all together. Now, interestingly enough, the coldest place in Africa is right here in the Department of Physics. It's called the dilution fridge. It is 122 times colder than the naturally known place in the entire universe. It helps physicists slow down and examine the spin on electrons. Let's go inside. I am now on the roof of the R.W. James building. UCT's astronomy department is the only dedicated university-based astronomy group in the entire country, and they offer 2 teaching telescope facilities, one for optical astronomy and one for radio astronomy. They are both housed under the Tony Farrell Teaching Observatory right here on the roof. And this is also a great place to see other parts of UCT. Here it is. On level 5, on the walls of the astronomy seminar room, you'll find a series of snapshots taken by the Mars rover of the Mars landscape. Look at that. UCT's astronomy department is leading research through 4 out of the 10 Meerkat large survey projects, including looking at stars and galaxy evolution, dark matter, big data, and cosmic magnetism. Lower down in the RW James, we're learning about the Earth through the study of the seas as well as marine life. Let's go. This is the Oceanography Library on level 1 in RW James building. UCT has the only Department of Oceanography in the entire sub-Saharan Africa. This is where staff and students come to learn about all the facets of the ocean, including how it affects climate change as well as its atmosphere. This Oceanography Library is not only available to staff and students, but it's also available to academics, researchers, scientists coming from outside affiliate organizations. Let's take a look around. The Marine and Antarctic Research Center for Innovation and Sustainability on level 4 in the John Day building is UCT's interdisciplinary center for marine and Antarctic scientific research involving multiple different science departments. John Day was a South African marine biologist as well as an invertebrate zoologist. He was the head of the Department of Zoology right here at UCT. The John Day building also houses the Fitzpatrick Institute of African Ornithology, also known as the Fitzstitute. It focuses on the study of birds and their unique contribution to the African ecology as well as global change. The Institute for Communities and Wildlife in Africa also focuses on reducing conflict between humans and wildlife while trying to preserve the African biodiversity. Of course, we can learn a lot about our living world through the study of the life that came before us. This is what the paleontology students do here in the paleontology lab on level 5, working amongst the bones of the animals they're learning about. Let's take a look around. Along University Avenue, to my right, you'll find the Computer Sciences building. And just a little down the road to the left, you'll see the Mathematics building. The UCT's Mathematics department staff ensures that they teach their students to an international standard. Graduates have found their place all over the world in different universities and companies. Let's take a look inside the Computer Sciences building. UCT's Department of Computer Science is one of the strongest in South Africa. Behind me and to my right, you'll find displays of outdated technology, ranging from old mobile phones to old computer apps and so much more. To my left, over the balcony, you'll find the birth of new technology right here at UCT in the computer labs. The Department of Computer Science provides important services to industries through technology transfers and research over a range of topics from digital libraries to visual computing to network and information security, high-performance computing and big data, as well as information and communication technologies for development. We are now inside the P.D. Hahn building, named after Paul Daniel Hahn, who was a chemistry professor between the late 1800s and the early 1900s here at UCT. He was one of the first to convince UCT to admitting women to study chemistry. Let's go up to level 5A, where we'll see the undergrad chemical labs. Chemistry is a popular choice of study here at UCT. Graduates have found employment in fields like energy, agrochemicals, pharmaceuticals and medicine, wine and beer making, and so much more. P.D. Hahn houses the Department of Statistical Science and the Department of Psychology, which has the country's top 3 psychologists as rated by the National Research Foundation. Let's hop on over to the Environmental and Geographical Sciences building. The Environmental and Geographical Sciences building is right above the Chancellor Oppenheimer Library, downhill to my left. It's also right next to the Chemical Engineering wing in the new engineering building in front of me. Let's go inside. Environmental and geographical science investigates how us as humans interact with our social, biological, and physical life support systems. As you can see up ahead, those electronic monitors display that this is a multidisciplinary study as our researchers grapple with climate change and other issues that affect the planet. We're back on University Avenue on the opposite side of the plaza, and we're standing right in front of the BT building, which houses the Department of Archaeology. Let's take a look inside. Did you know there has been evidence of human life in Southern Africa for the last 500,000 years? Archaeology works closely with departments like anthropology, history, human biology, zoology, environmental and geographical science, as well as geological sciences. The Geological Sciences building is where you learn about the Earth's origin, structure, and composition. With South Africa's rich natural resources, as well as their geological occurrences, the Department of Geological Sciences is best at offering premier training to learn more about geological sciences. If you want to learn more about UCT's Faculty of Science, don't forget to visit their website, as well as watching other virtual campus tours to look at exciting faculties and other communal spaces where you might find yourself in if you decide to visit Africa's top university.